Alright, hello everybody, welcome to IA Command, and today we've got a spectator video. Actually, I'm going to be spectating on a game between Isaac Cajo and Kyle Bossom. And these players are playing a standard game, not IACP, and we've got both players playing their signature lists, with Isaac playing Han Rangers and Kyle playing Vader-Palp-Thrawn. And we were lucky enough to kind of stumble onto this game just as they were deploying, so let's get to it. We've got Isaac up on the top deployment zone, and he is starting with R2-D2, and he's got Han Rangers with 3 smugglers and Mac, which is kind of his signature list that he has been perfecting, and he talks about on his podcast, Built on Hope. Check it out. And we've got Kyle Bossom, who is also known as being an excellent Vader-Palp-Thrawn player. I've played against him myself up in the Pacific Northwest here, and he is on the bottom deployment zone. And let's roll down there a little bit so you can see. Kyle actually started with initiative and opted to take that deployment zone, it looks like, so it'll be interesting to see what his strategy is to use this deployment zone to its full effect. So now we've got, it looks like Kyle passed, since I believe Isaac has 9 activations with this list. I'll double check that. Isaac is activating 3PO here to give Han a focus, and he's just going to move him up to the edge of the deployment zone there. And let's see, how many activations does he have? Well, there's Rangers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 activations. Yep, so not super important here, since a standard Vader-Palp-Thrawn is usually running with 6 to 7.
Are you
Looks
at
like
7
he
now?
is running 7. No officers in this Vader-Palp-Thrawn list. All Death Troopers. Looks like
Officer, go.
one. Oh no, there's one officer below the Death Trooper. So we got one officer, a regular Death Trooper, and an elite Death Trooper. So now Kyle forced to activate. He's going to activate his officer to move Vader 2 spaces forward and then take the terminal. So looking like Kyle is ready to take this center route to Isaac's list. Isaac now activating a smuggler to play black market prices, getting more and more of that card draw. And he is going to discard a card to discard urgency for 0 victory points, but means he probably has some really good cards in his hand he wants to keep. And this smuggler is going to head down the right side of the map, the red lane that we talk about. Looks like he's going to be positioning to get that fuel cell on the next turn. He is 4 spaces away from that fuel cell, so, and when he interacts to pick it up, he'll get to move 2 spaces back to safety. So Isaac playing Han Rangers, known for being a very reactive kind of long range list. It likes to wait for its opportunity to strike. Isaac probably not going to be pushing the tempo of this match. I'm going to be letting Kyle do the pushing the tempo, and Isaac's going to react and take out whatever figures are presented to him. Although he does talk about how he likes to be very selective about what he kills, but without a doubt, the number one target here is going to be Vader. If Isaac can take out Vader, it's going to be heavily favored to him. If Kyle can take out 2 to 3 Rangers and maybe Han with Vader before Vader goes down, then that's going to be his route to victory. All right. Oh, so we got a strategic shift coming down. Does Kyle have? Kyle has rule by fear. I think. What are we waiting on here?
So just to confirm, you're not running Unshakable, right?
No, check.
So let's look at Kyle's list a little deeper. We've got Zillow Technique, Rule by Fear. Oh, there is a second officer. So he's actually got 7 activations. What was I looking at here? Okay, so he's got 2 officers, a regular Death Trooper, and an elite Death Trooper, and then the Vader-Palp-Thrawn, of course. Rule by Fear, Zillow Technique, no Unshakable, and no extra armor or anything like that. Just Zillow and Rule by Fear.
Let's have the blue smuggler. We'll go.
All right, so now Isaac is activating his smuggler, second smuggler. I'm not sure if strategic shift got played, actually.
He is simply going to...
Oh, I believe... Okay, he got taken off by Thrawn. That's what happened. Looks like Thrawn, I'm guessing, no, Thrawn hasn't activated? How is he marking his activations? Yeah, Thrawn activated and got rid of Strategic Shift. So that's a really good card to get rid of. That really would hurt Kyle's game plan, especially if he is relying on getting the parting blow combo, but also would just take away a lot of his Zillow technique discard fodder through sheer card advantage there. So Isaac is contemplating his activation right now. Looks like he still has 2 smugglers, Gideon, and then the Rangers and Han left. Looks like Mac is already activated. I think Kyle just forgot to exhaust Thrawn. I think he's only activated 2 at this point. And of course, on your screen, it's just going to be showing the chat log, just so you guys can kind of follow along at home. But I will be presenting the list, of course, up on the screen.
Yeah, that's on my second guy. Go to 1, 4.
All right,
Open the
so
door.
we've got Kyle activating
Makes sense.
Death Trooper, regular Death Trooper to open the door.
The good man.
So now it'll be interesting to see, does
Focus
Isaac open
Ranger.
his door or not?
And move on 1 and 2.
I
Lucci.
imagine he would want to. So Gideon activating, focusing a Ranger, and moving Han up 2 spaces. I would imagine that Isaac would want to open the door so he can get some shots on Vader, but that might not be what he wants to do. Especially if Vader is aggressively occupying that middle room, Isaac might just be keeping his Rangers in his deployment zone, and then have Han kind of run around and do his end of round shenanigans. We can see that he is already moving Han out of the deployment zone towards the green lane in the shield generator. So I imagine he's going to be doing some flanking. Right now Han can get, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Well, Han can't get all the way to the other deployment zone from where he's at with 8 movement for an end of round shot, but he could get pretty deep into that room. He could actually get to the point where he could get an end round shot on the Death Trooper or anything that's really occupying that center room, assuming that Kyle goes in there. And I'm guessing Kyle's probably just looking to take a beeline through the middle room. Doesn't really want to meander around through the other lanes. Just go straight in, use that blocking terrain. And I think I lost. Nope. They're just thinking. No.
Let's go with my other officer.
There we go. Here's Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle is going to activate an officer. Yep, to push Vader into the middle, towards the middle room. So that's the second officer.
Are you moving one? Oh yeah, Vader. Cool. Mm-hmm.
So we've got 2 officers sitting on the terminal.
Let's have the
Still have Palpatine
Smuggler.
and Elite Death Trooper, as well as Vader himself.
Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Unlikely we'll see anything from Palpatine this turn other than attempt, but
30.
and also be interesting to see who he decides to tempt. I could see him putting a damage token on Mac just to kind of limit Mac's options as far as using Intelligence Leak. If he can start piling up damage tokens, it's a little more difficult for Mac to just strip a card and take damage. Because usually Mac relies on his 4 health when using Intelligence Leak. He could also put it on 3PO where the damage token is useless, but when you put on 3PO, the problem is that R2 can just use his free action that he is not using for anything else to heal the damage off of 3PO. So it can be kind of a waste.
Yeah.
So Isaac moving another smuggler towards the fuel cell on the right. That's interesting. Double duty, a little bit of redundancy there. Possibly, maybe thinking he's gonna have to sacrifice one to Vader to double force choke. Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. He knows that Kyle has the option of killing one of those smugglers now with force choke during his activation and then end of round force choke. So he's moving another smuggler in to cover that fuel cell when that first smuggler dies. So let's see. Who are we on? I think we're on... There's 3 acts left. Kyle's got initiative. Okay, I think we're on Isaac's activation now.
You'll stay there.
Oh, so Kyle's activating Elite Death Trooper. There we go.
Green smuggler.
Moving it up to the middle to support Vader.
1, 2, 3.
Giving him a power token with his ability.
6.
And now I've got the 3rd smuggler going off to get the fuel cell. This is a great mission for smugglers. Smugglers really excel at these pick up and deliver missions, especially on a larger map like this, where they can kind of stay out of sight, stay out of range.
Okay, Vader will go.
Interestingly, oh, he's going to activate
launch.
Vader. And it looks like he's going to go for the force choke here.
Choke the blue smuggler.
Yep, he's going to force choke on the blue smuggler. And now he could actually just kill it. Oh, Isaac's just going to let it die. I don't know about that. So, because now Kyle can tempt the other smuggler and then use an end round force choke to force it to die, and that's 2 smugglers dead.
3.
Yeah. I don't know. I think...
Finish there.
So, Isaac opting to take damage instead of strain from the force choke, so that's a dead smuggler. 2 points for Kyle. And now we're going to see probably Vader. So this is interesting, though. Vader is going to be in that middle room. He can move back behind the wall and be relatively safe. I don't think Isaac has... Let's see. Well, so interestingly, the only figure that Isaac has that can open the door other than Han is the Focused Ranger. Unless he has some kind of movement point card. The other ones would have to move 5 to get up to that door. And even if he did... Well, so I guess the Focus Ranger could move up, open the door, and then Han could move into the middle room and take a shot at Vader and an end round shot on Vader. So this is actually kind of dangerous for Kyle. Vader might end up having to tank 2... Han shots here for the trouble of killing 2 smugglers. Although if Han does that, he will be taking an end of round attack from Vader. So this will be an interesting play. And again, questioning, does Isaac even want to open his door?
Sorry.
So Isaac's thinking...
Let's see.
He's probably thinking the same thing we're thinking is, do I want to open that door? Do I want to take my 2 Han attacks on Vader? So I'm surprised Vader didn't move back. But because from where he's at now, if Isaac opens the door...
2, 3, 4,
Nope,
5.
not going to open the door. They're running. Wow, okay.
7.
So they're actually just going to run to the other side.
2, 3, 4,
They're trying to put as much space as they can between them and Vader.
8.
So this tells me that that Isaac's probably not going to be opening this door.
4.
I mean, he could with Han and then move back.
And we'll put a price on Thrawn's head.
Ooh. So Ranger playing price on their heads on Thrawn, who is way down on the other side of the map. That does kind of force Thrawn to stay out of the fight,
And that's that.
because otherwise he's going to be giving up 10 victory points.
Also just Emperor then.
Yeah.
Although, actually that range... And he's actually being threatened
he will
by the
tempt.
Rangers. At least that Focus Ranger. So, Palpatine activating for Kyle.
3PO.
He's going to attempt 3PO. Okay. Not going to go for the smuggler, I guess.
Or actually,
Oh, nope. We're having a reconsideration.
let's tempt Thrawn. Or, Mac.
Going to attempt Mac. Okay, so yeah, he's going to put that damage on Mac.
I regret giving him that damage power token.
I
Isaac
know it.
saying he's going to regret Mac having a damage power token, but... So that does, again, limit Mac's options on when
he's
using
gonna
Intel
go
leak.
6.
Means that Mac might have to
Here?
take discard command cards instead of just taking damage.
You go.
Beautiful.
Wonder what his plans are then for that smuggler.
It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep, and the round.
Okay.
Correct.
Wow. So Han moved 8 spaces
Alright,
and
your
now
card.
has a shot on
That.
Thrawn.
Thank you very much.
Oh boy.
I'll take it as a gesture of honor. So end round, we draw 2 cards each.
So now we're moving into end of round. Both players drawing 2 cards for their terminals. Nobody's picked up a fuel cell yet, which is pretty typical. They are pretty hard to get to on the first round,
And then,
unless you're Ahsoka, of course.
mission effects, no one has picked up any fuel cells, so 0. On to personal play effects, starting with you and the end of rounds.
All right,
Wait, a
so
figure carrying a fuels. Okay, carrying a fuels.
Kyle.
So 2
Kyle
points.
has initiative,
good,
so
good,
he'll
good,
have
I'm
the
good,
first
I'm
end
good,
of
yeah.
round effects.
Okay, what was my end of round?
Sounds like both
I'll move here and
players.
choke him.
Okay, so Vader gonna move and choke the smuggler.
How much do I want to keep him alive?
Isaac's
Not
debating
much enough.
if he wants to keep him alive.
He's it.
Wow. Okay, dead smuggler didn't have to use that tempt
Definitely
damage
dead.
at all.
Taking the poop.
Isaac does not value the lives of these smugglers over a single command card. That is another 2 points for Kyle. But again, these smugglers usually do really well on this mission, picking up these fuel cells.
Going to attack Thrawn.
Yeah.
All right, Han's going to do his end of round attack on Thrawn. That's going to be big.
That's going to be a yes.
Probably
I'll throw in a
Tools. Yep,
for a
there's
red.
tools.
Yeah.
This is going to be very painful for Thrawn. And Isaac's going to have initiative going into the next round. Typically a safe spot to put Thrawn too.
So currently looking at 1, 2, 3.
Excellent play by Isaac.
8, 9 damage. What's the range? It's a 1, 2, 1.
7.
So we've got a range 7 attack with a focused Han.
Range of 7.
No Hera, but he's got Surge for +2.
Luck, but I can kill you if I reroll, so I'm going to reroll. Cool. Do you have tough luck?
So does Kyle have tough luck?
In that case, I
No.
believe he's dead.
Oh, that is a
Blocking
dead.
out a block, can I? Save him.
Oh,
You're
Nope.
doing 10
Because
damage.
Currently I'm doing 10, yeah.
oh, he's showing
12 minus
10.
2. 10.
Oh,
Go
okay.
down
So
to 9.
12. Oh, you're okay. That was my. I thought you.
So yeah, 10 damage is gonna go through. Even with a
Gotcha,
block
gotcha, yeah.
from Zillow,
9,
it's not enough.
9 plus 3. Okay.
So one shots Thrawn
Thrawn.
with a Han
I'll
attack.
celebrate his death because
And a celebration. Oh my gosh.
so 1, 2, 3, 4.
I knew right after I put
14.
him there that he was dead.
14. That's unfortunate. And again, usually a very safe spot to put a figure
Your initiative. You want anything?
in most games, but with that end of round, with a
Nothing
move
for
from
me.
Gideon,
Brilliant.
Han was able to threaten it.
I'll start off with R2.
Okay.
He's going to draw me a card.
And so Isaac's starting off the round with R2D2 to draw a card. And now I'm wondering if Isaac's pretty happy to see Vader off in that
I'll
direction.
go with Vader. He's gonna move 4. Choke Mac.
Nice. Vader is going to come up and threaten his deployment zone here with a force choke on Mac.
So you just tempt him. I have nothing in hand, which
And so with attempt, even if he takes the strain, that's going to be a dead Mac anyway. So
Mac's dead.
Vader is cleaning up on these little figures at least. 3 points for Kyle.
Here you go.
And Vader now in a very good position. He's going to be able to threaten those. He's threatening the deployment zone and the Rangers as well from there. Isaac's quickly losing activations here.
3PO.
I think he might have evened it up with that
He's
one.
going to go 1, 2.
So Isaac activating 3PO to focus a Ranger. Ranger can threaten Vader from there.
Trooper will go 1.
With actually a
2, 3,
range
4,
5
pick up fuel
shot.
cell.
And now Kyle's starting to clean up these fuel cells. Death Trooper cleaning it up. Claiming that fuel cell that the smugglers were initially threatening. The elite Death Trooper or officer is going to be able to
Gideon.
claim that other fuel cell. This is still very much a game. Kyle's doing really well positioning on this map with these objectives. All right, we've got Gideon. Everyone is clearing the room, getting away from Vader. Vader is crashing the party here.
Okay, so let's think about this.
So, spent a move. He can either move a figure or focus a figure. I don't. Does he have? He has line of sight to that ranger tucked in the corner. He could focus it. But if he does that, none of them will. Only one ranger will be able to shoot at Vader. So I think he's contemplating if he wants to have the focus ranger move 2 spaces.
The question is whether we ignore Vader or whether we go balls against the wall against Vader.
So Isaac saying, do we ignore Vader or do we just go all out? The age-old question, as Kyle
I'm gonna move
illuminates for us. So, so Gideon is gonna have Han move
That's good.
2 spaces. So now Han is circling around to flank Kyle's forces.
I have to go. I don't like. Vader's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So with so many deployments gone from Isaac, Kyle no longer able to pass. He's got Elite Death Trooper, Palpatine, and the officers left to activate.
Let's have my my second.
Both players down to
pushes
6
guy 2.
activations here total. So Elite Death Trooper.
Up there.
I see. So Isaac, with that move, Isaac is threatening that fuel cell there. And wonder if
Here you go.
so he just moves the Elite
Actually, let's
Death
have him move
Trooper.
1.
Oh, the officer's activating. Excuse me. Okay.
Just give you a little more range.
So officer activates, moves the Death Trooper up
please.
further. Now that Death
Vader
Trooper
doesn't
can
know to
actually
work.
take the far fuel cell and move into
He shows
cover.
no mercy.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Oh, this is an interesting
Green
game.
Smuggler
I have
is
not
gonna
seen
go
this type of
1,
game. Usually we see the
so
games just
2, 3.
everybody brawling in the middle room, but Isaac pushing out into the outdoor area and Vader coming up the side into the deployment zone without opening that door. All right, so we've got, let's see.
We'll have my other guy go.
So the smuggler picks up the fuel cell there and goes on to the 3rd terminal. And now Kyle activating an officer.
3, 4.
Makes sense.
Only 1 shield generator on the map? That's some bullshit.
Only 1 shield generator, and that
I mean, if you want it,
that is some bull.
Oh, I'll come over there eventually. First, I have to go through your backline.
Isaac
Nice, I see.
taunting Kyle, and Kyle assuring him that he will get to him eventually.
Yes.
Han's
Vader
gonna
takes
go
his
1,
time,
2,
but he does
3,
get there.
4, and he's going to shoot your officer.
All right, so Han activating, moving up to shoot the officer. Both players chewing through each other's backlines here with their Titan figures or Queen pieces.
1, 2, 3, and 1,
So-
2, 1,
Missing
that's
1 by range.
1 damage. He's dead.
Oh, yeah, there.
So looks
Okay.
like he got the accuracy
2 points.
for that 8 range shot or 7 range shot. So 2 points on the officer.
This guy will go
Now we've got Elite Death Trooper.
1, 2. Do a fuel cell.
Oh, he's gonna take that fuel cell. Okay,
4.
and
this guy.
back into cover.
Evade. Don't block.
So we've got Elite Death Trooper
Here go.
and a regular Death Trooper controlling fuel cell, while Isaac's got the fuel cell on a smuggler, who's going to have a bit of a walk to get to the shield generator from that cliff. Isaac's still ahead, but that off that huge Thrawn kill, 14 points. Kyle looking to even it up here. He's going to need to do some movement shenanigans. He's going to get 2 movement with the Driven by Hatred, and he's going to get to Force Chokes, either 3PO or R2.
1, 2.
Oh, but the Rangers are heading out. They... My goodness.
By
Isaac living up to his name. KG player. He is not going to give Vader any chances here. Rangers
One,
double
two,
moving.
3, 4.
Oh, one Ranger double moving to the shield generator. The other two double moving over to the terminal on the cliffside.
5, 6, 7.
I have not had a chance to see high-level Han Rangers play on this map, so
Yep, we'll go there.
this is very interesting.
On to the Emperor, if he dares.
So, Kyle's got the Emperor left to activate.
He'll tempt
Let's see who he tempts.
R2.
Tempting R2D2. So,
1, 2, 3. Think about fuel cell.
Makes sense.
and he's going to grab a fuel cell here.
That's all my actions.
Kyle's going to be getting a ton of victory points. He's going to be getting 6 VPs.
What are you doing today?
So end of round. I draw 2 cards.
All right, going into end of round.
I get 6 points.
Isaac drawing 3 cards since he controls that third terminal off to the left side, or the left side of the map. Scores 2 points, and Kyle scoring
Grand Red
6 with his 3 fuel cells.
Nothing in this line of sight, so I
No shot for Han.
2 and choke.
So Vader using Driven by
R2?
Hatred. End of round to
R2.
Force Choke R2D2.
Yeah, you will, R2. Son of a bitch.
R2 R2D2 taking the extra damage, not gonna discard a card. Clearly, Isaac values each command card very highly in his deck. He put them there for a reason. He is not going to be discarding them
My
to
turn?
strain.
Sorry. Start round effects for you.
So now we've got start of round.
well, you
Kyle
first.
has initiative going into round 3
I
here.
concede before I go to you.
Fair enough. Let's see.
No start of round for Kyle.
I have a couple of options, let's put it that way. So, we are currently looking at...
But are any of them good options?
Now that is the question.
So
That's the-
we're waiting for
that's the
Isaac's
million-dollar question.
start of round. Most likely we're going to see a Call to Vanguard here,
6 activations versus 5
which
activations.
could
So
hit
if you go first,
Palpatine.
Depending on how much you kill, I should...
Actually, let me
I'm
double
gonna
check
kill
that.
everything. Don't worry about it.
Kyle assuring Isaac that he will be killing
Seems
all
so
of his
sure.
figures. And not an
Right,
empty threat, I'll tell you that.
I think it's still worth it.
So-
Oh, actually,
Let's see, if he plays
Sorry.
Call to Vanguard...
I just realized I should have drawn one more card as I'm controlling this other
Oh,
terminal.
Isaac just
Do you mind
remembered
if I
to
do
draw
that,
one
just in case
more.
that changes what I do?
Sure.
Just
Oh
It's a
yeah,
friendly game, you know this.
Isaac can totally get to the Emperor here with Call to Vanguard with that Focused Ranger. And not really be in that much danger.
I'm not going to take
Say it again.
it. I'm sorry. I mean, I have no start of round cards.
Oh, no start around for Isaac. Alright.
Yep, you may proceed.
Decide very patient. He's deciding it is not time to pounce just yet. But that also means he's not going to have an opportunity to play Take Initiative for another 2 rounds. So, but again, Take Initiative.
Okay, let's.
A Call to
I
Vanguard
don't
with
care
Take
if it's
Initiative
optimal,
would
I'm just
actually
gonna
be
fucking
pretty
do it.
devastating here.
Let's see it.
Because it's awesome.
All right, Kyle's got to play.
I mean, you say
Vader's
awesome.
gonna choke R2.
Vader is going to force choke R2,
You
which
say
is going to
awesome, this
force
just
the
saddest
kill.
moment of my life. I mean, honestly.
Oh, sorry.
Vader
Mind
is
if I
just
play
a
Force
victory
Rush first?
point vacuum.
Yeah, go
Playing Force Rush
as long as
first
you
at the
don't
start of
mind if I
activation.
play comms disruption.
Oh, but Isaac's got Comm Disruption.
No, don't. Okay.
Even with Mac dead, Comm Disruption still lets you counter a card with a cost equal to the number of spies you control. So
Does that change anything?
0 point cards are totally valid with Comm
Face
Disruption.
face.
So now Kyle reconsidering if he wants to force choke, knowing that he's only going to have not going to have the 2 movement points. I don't know why you wouldn't though.
Okay, hold on.
He's just going to be sweeping through this back line. Vader's going to have to find a way to close the distance to these
Yes.
Rangers, though.
Okay. Let's have.
Although at this point, Kyle's built up enough momentum with his with the fuel cells that he's taken. That
we're gonna play Price of Glory.
we're playing Place of Glory now.
We'll gain a damage.
Uh-oh, I think
I'll suffer damage.
Gideon
why
might be in
not?
trouble.
Fucking dark side.
Exactly.
And he's gonna suffer damage to
we'll
get a
surge
power
out of it.
token. Get a surge power token.
We're gonna go 1,
Interesting.
2.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's gonna go.
Play Dark Energy.
Oh.
Get your ass over here.
Oh, he's gonna
Then we'll attack
pull.
him.
Get over
He's
here,
getting a
Gideon.
surge.
And he's gonna take out Gideon
Yep.
too.
Oh,
With an
obviously got
attack.
annoyed, but it really does not matter.
So he added the surge to
dead.
counteract 3PO's evade.
Surprisingly, that surge saved you though.
So-
That surge got him. But yeah, that is a deadly dead Gideon.
So that's a dead Gideon.
Yeah.
Dead R2, dead Gideon.
And then we'll
6 more
finish it off
VPs
with
for
a
Kyle.
Force Surge.
And a force surge on
Good
3PO.
Good old. I'll take for 3.
So again, not gonna take any damage. That's gonna be a tempted 3PO.
So hey, I'd say them now.
Kyle's doing excellent work
that's
making
Vader.
up for that first round
Oh, cool, he's dead.
loss of
Thank you.
Thrawn. Just vacuuming up these victory points wherever he can find them. Isaac's going to be San's support figures very soon. It's going to be just the Rangers and Han on their own with a smuggler. This is quite the game.
There's no limit to the number of fuel cells a figure can carry, eh?
So
That seems weird.
Isaac pointing out that a figure
Guessing
can
they're small
carry
enough to fit into a pocket.
enough
can't
fuel
it?
cells, any number of fuel cells, so that smuggler
I
could
don't know
totally
I
go
don't know
get that
the
other fuel
dimensions
cell.
of a fuel cell.
Fuel cells, I mean, didn't we see fuel cells in the Han Solo movie? They're pretty small.
Alright.
They could fit in your pocket.
Well, I think I'm going to go with Han.
So we've got Han
I'm going to play planning.
playing planning.
Okay.
He is a leader, so he will not
Okay,
have to
one.
discard a card.
2 cards.
That is empty command deck. Isaac has now drawn every card, discarded none of them.
And you know I'm not feeling
We're going to
very
get to
brave
see
for
what he
something
can
that's
do
going
with
to
his
be
entire
that
command deck
that's right.
at his disposal. Well, I guess we
Yeah,
saw
I
him,
wanted
he
to
lost
see a little
strategic
bit of
shift to
options.
Thrawn. I should clarify that.
1.
So no wonder Isaac took out Thrawn with such prejudice. He refuses to lose any command cards.
Not feeling it. We'll say that.
So second action for Han. Looks like he's gonna stay where he's at. So again, reassessing the situation. Kyle's gonna go to 21 with when 3PO dies to tempt. He's then gonna go to 27, and Isaac's gonna go to 24 or 22, assuming he picks up that fuel cell. At that point, Kyle's got so much momentum with the victory points he's gaining that he can just leave. He can just go off, and Isaac's gonna have to come to him. I mean, there's one more fuel cell, I think, on the map. Who's got the fuel cells? Are there only 4? I thought there were more than that. Huh. Not sure. Oh, I guess there's 5? Yeah, there's 5. Okay. So he's got 3 of them. The other thing, though, is that Isaac has controlled the shield generator, or that side of the map. So that smuggler can dunk the fuel cells and start evening out the victory point gains. So he'll be getting 6 and Kyle will be getting 6, but at that point Kyle will be so far ahead that Isaac's gonna have to break parity.
The Emperor will go.
All right, so we got
He'll tempt
Emperor activating to kill
That
3PO with
That is
tempt.
a bug.
finish here.
Tempts the
That makes
droid
sense.
to turn itself off
You go.
and moves into the room in perfect cover.
So you've
Not
got
gonna
3
give
left. I have 2
Isaac
left.
that
Pass.
range shot with the Ranger.
Let's have this guy go.
And again, we're seeing this is high level Vader and Han Rangers play. So glad I just
There.
stumbled onto this game.
Here you go.
All right, so
Oh no. I'm wondering if there's new orders coming.
Isaac. Oh, we've got. That's interesting. So,
The smuggler.
nice tight little box for Kyle.
One.
Isaac predicting a new orders
Fuel cell.
being played.
And I can move
Isaac
to
activating a
spaces.
smuggler to grab the
One,
fuel
two.
cell, which should give him 2 more movement points with whatever their ability is that lets them do that. Slippery or something. Smuggler's instincts. So yeah, I guess the question is, does he go towards the shield generator or back to the safety of the terminal?
Let's go to that.
If he goes to the shield, so he's going to go back towards the terminal. Well, he splits the difference. He moves 1 space back to the terminal. If he starts moving towards the shield generator too early and that smuggler gets taken out, he's going to be in big trouble. Okay, so Kyle activating the regular Death Trooper, opening the door for Lord Vader. I wonder, though, if he... Well... He could move on to Isaac's terminal here at this point, but I think doing so would leave him open to a Rangers. So Rangers still haven't activated. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just the Rangers left. Just ops.
Actually, Vader is actually in range of all 3 Rangers here. So
Alright.
Death Trooper gonna help Vader out with a block token, but not gonna try and body block for him. So Vader's gonna be tanking 3 Ranger shots here. At this point, I think Vader has earned his points back. He's got 4, 7, 10, 12. Yeah, Vader's gotten 15 points at this point. If he can survive this Ranger volley and then just disappear into the ether without giving Isaac any points, I think that's going to be really good for Kyle.
Do I intend to?
And then Kyle just needs to kind of wait out the rest of the game.
A gazillion splash damage. That's all.
Han is really good at hunting Vader, though. Yeah, this game could go either way. That force rush getting countered was big. That stopped Vader from moving into safety. So I think Isaac just has Isaac's activating the Rangers. This is his last activation. And again, he could move all of these Rangers up and take a shot on Vader. Although doing so does put them at risk. At least one of them would be in range of Vader's force choke and then a take initiative. Because I think, although... Okay, well, Isaac has negation. We know that. Because he's drawn his entire deck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, Rangers not going to go for Vader. They're going to move...
1, 2.
They're moving towards Kyle's deployment zone.
8.
So Kyle, or Isaac again,
1, 2.
I think he is taking the proactive role here.
6.
He realizes he's on the back foot.
8.
He's going to have to do something other than just hide
Let's see if that works
on the
out.
cliff.
Over to you.
Because if both players just stop doing anything, then Kyle will win. So now it's on Isaac to do something, which is not the position he probably wants to be playing from. I think Han Rangers usually want to take an early lead and then kind of sit back and force their opponent to come to them. So Isaac playing from the back foot, we're going to see how he does this, and we're seeing that now. He's moving into Kyle's deployment zone, takes control of the terminal. Not super important since his command deck is empty, so it's not like he can draw any more cards. Also a bit risky. He's spreading them out. You see he's spreading them out so that Palpatine can't get all 3 of them with a Force Lightning. Alright, so... Oh, an officer is going to take the terminal and move Vader into the middle room.
Cards. You get to draw 2.
So Kyle drawing 2 command cards here. No end of round shot for Han again. I think Vader has a choke. So again, 27 Kyle to Isaac's 22, as we predicted. And let's see where that trooper is. checking my little line of sight thing.
There.
Nope, Vader does not line of sight from there. He has to go 1 to the right. He does have line of sight to that guy, though. So Vader moving up with his Driven by Hatred, Force Choking, the Ranger. They are discussing the line of sight.
Yeah, I think so. I think this line is... Yeah, that's fine. That line's fine. Yeah,
I was about to
so,
type in that he does have line of sight to the bottom, but Isaac agrees.
Any cards?
Any cards.
Or anything else on the ground?
So going through their end of round. So
Same here.
Isaac now no longer has the
So,
choice to take
you should
Strain
fix
as a
it to me.
card. He is taking
Stuff
3
around.
damage on that Ranger.
Call the Vanguard.
And now we're going to see the Call the Vanguard. Now that Vader has shown his face to the Rangers, this is where we see Call the Vanguard get played. And Isaac knows he's going to have initiative this round as well. This is going to be the
So no call.
volley on Vader.
Well, actually, do I really go for Vader or do I go for the Emperor?
Interesting. So he's thinking, does he
No,
want to get Vader or the Emperor? I think he's probably going to want to go for Vader. He's going to get 4 attacks on Vader here. 2 of them will be focused.
Rerolls for you.
So looking at the dice, not a great roll for Vader. One of those blocks gets pierced. Isaac's got a reroll. Still haven't seen Tough Luck from Kyle. Don't know if it's in his deck. Gonna reroll 2. Then, oh, nice. Kyle rerolls into the triple block. So that is going to be 4, 6. Oh, no, he's losing the evade.
1 damage?
1 damage.
Currently,
Says Isaac.
3.
Oh, heightened reflexes. That's going to be 4 damage.
4 damage.
4 damage.
Okay.
And so far the
Did the Emperor
only...
attempt anyone? No. Oh, well.
Yeah, Emperor attempted 3PO.
Alright, so... Oh no, he attempted
Wait,
3PO. Yeah, he attempted 3PO.
That's right.
Alright.
Any storyline effects for you?
So...
No.
in the Rangers, the only Hunter card we've
focusing,
seen
right?
is Tools for the Job. So the Rangers are fully loaded. They've probably got Heightened, Assassinate,
So, let's go with
Hunter's
Rangers.
Instincts, or whatever that... No, Primary Target.
1, 2.
Okay, so now we're activating the Rangers.
Okay.
No cards to declare.
I think... What was that? Oh, yeah. So Ranger firing. Not going to use Primary Target.
Rerolls.
Vader gonna reroll that. Oh, nice. So that's gonna be 1 damage.
1, I'll throw an assassin.
But Assassinate makes it 4. So that was the ICP, but I'm pretty sure they're playing standard here.
2 more move points, I'll go over there. Next one.
All right.
2.
Now a focused Ranger on Vader. Vader down to 7 health.
Stand there and shoot. No cards.
Not sure. We've already seen Assassinate and Heightened Reflexes. Oof.
No rerolls.
So that's going to be 6.
3.
So 3 damage to Vader. It's got 4 left. And if he's got primary target, this could be the killing shot. And if it doesn't kill Vader, then...
Let's throw a Zillow. Hold on.
Okay, so now
Sorry.
Kyle...
Add a block.
So Kyle's going to discard to Zillow to add a block.
I should have been doing this from the beginning.
Yeah. So...
I will tap Zillow.
And tapping Zillow. So he's only going to take 2.
Do I want to tap Zillow? Yes.
Okay.
So I'm blocking
So he's at 6 health.
5.
5, you're taking 1.
Oh, he takes 1. So he's at 6 health.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, wow. He was already at 12.
Does it go to...
Oh, wow. He's in trouble. So, yeah. If he had been using Zillow
Was
this
he at
whole
12
time.
before this attack?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think he was at...
Yeah, I think Noah's right. I don't think he was in 12 before this attack. I'm pretty sure he was on 9, and then would take one more. So
Yeah, I think he was at 9.
Thank you.
Oh, good. Yeah. 9 and then 10.
There we go.
I mean, I'll take it.
We got you, Kyle. We
Yeah,
got
I
you.
mean, you know me. I want to play fair.
So yeah, he should be at 10.
Is it worth it for
Kyle
a shot?
added the
So
damage
low
and then forgot to
response,
take
I
it
can
off.
potentially get my double PS off.
Okay, so now we've got one more ranger set to attack him. Vader looking in decent shape here.
I'm gonna say yes. So we'll go 1, 2, 3.
Uh,
Throw in an element.
Element of surprise. Ooh,
Okay.
that's an interesting
And
position.
let's see.
But no primary target.
Ooh.
So this is not going to kill Vader.
Cards for you.
4
Or do you do
damage.
modifiers first?
So he's showing 4, Pierce 1.
Starting with rerolls. I don't think I'm
But
gonna
he's
reroll
not
that.
gonna
There's only
reroll,
one
of
6 if
course.
One of those sides getting better. So no rerolls for me.
Vader can reroll.
I'm presuming no reroll.
Isaac could have tough luck, but it won't matter.
Takes
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I have no modifiers.
So now we've got Vader taking 4 damage, 2 health left.
Okay, no modifiers for me.
Taking 4.
So primary target would have done it, probably finished him, but wasn't able to without it.
That's over to you.
Now I think we just see Vader run. Just get out of there. So again, if Isaac was to kill Vader, that would have been the win, I think. Well, no, he would have gone to 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He would have gone to 35. He could have dunked one of the fuel cells on the shield generator and then gone to 40 at the end of the round. So, yep, Kyle just needs to keep Vader alive here. Those Rangers are a pest where they are. But I think if he just falls back...
I'll go with my Elite Death Trooper.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to body block. I mean, he could take a shot at the wounded Ranger.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Not from there, though.
Shoot this guy.
Sounds good.
Let's shoot the full health Ranger.
No.
Very
2
aggressive.
damage.
Yeah.
2 damage to a 7 health Ranger. And he's got 1 movement point left.
Go finish here. And then I'll have my other Death Trooper go 8 to here.
Mm-hmm.
And then using field tactics to activate the second Death Trooper. So he is body blocking for Vader. To protect him against the Han attack. But so, which to me signals that Kyle wants to activate
Shoot, mind if I
Vader
give him a surge and stuff?
offensively.
Yeah, go for it.
So Death Trooper is going to give Vader a surge with... Oh, the Elite Death Trooper did that. Retroactively giving Vader a surge with his ability, and then the regular Death Trooper. So this one's kind of problematic because now Han can maybe deny Kyle some points if he can score points on a Death Trooper and force
This guy.
Force Kyle to pick up the
Sit
fuel
there?
cell again.
You're obviously staying there.
Hold on. Actually,
So I think Isaac
let's have
passed.
Vader go.
Oh
Go
no.
on Vader go.
Kyle's gonna activate Vader. Hopefully to move him into the Nook. Or into the back of the deployment of Isaac's deployment zone. He might just want to end this game now though. Because he could double move up to one of the Rangers and then have Palpatine give Vader an attack. The problem is Han has not activated yet.
Yeah, Vader's gonna go 1, 2.
Okay.
Choke your smuggler.
Oh, he's going to force choke on the smuggler to kill it. Okay,
3.
that was great. And then move back.
For
That was a great play. Okay, I did not see that. So instead of having Vader run away, he body blocked for Vader so that Vader could kill the smuggler from downtown. And now Han's gonna have to either spend his actions to pick up those fuel cells, or Isaac's just gonna have to leave 4 points on the table. That was a great play. I think his Vader's still in danger. I think it's still a risky play,
So you have the officer and the Emperor left.
but
Correct.
Okay, I'll pass.
so Isaac's gonna pass.
Officer's gonna sit there.
Officer is gonna activate and not move.
I'll go with Han. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Kyle still got looks like
6,
5
7,
cards in his command
8.
deck. Excuse me, guys. All right, Han is gonna leave the points on the table, and now Kyle is gonna have to reckon
Emperor
with.
will choke this guy.
He's gonna have to reckon with Han's end of round attack.
Attempts.
Sorry, tempt.
But
Mhm.
okay,
And
so
he'll play
Emperor's
new orders on Vader.
tempt. Ooh,
Makes
new
sense.
orders from Emperor on Vader. The trap. I mean, we
Vader is
know
gonna go.
we know that.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I don't know why he didn't use his Emperor attack
Can
though.
I see him? I don't see why not.
So now Vader is trying to choke to kill off a Ranger,
Let's choke him.
He's dead.
which gets away from Han's end of round shot. Oh, that was an impressive string of activations.
Another round.
I think he forgot to use Emperor,
Yeah.
but I think if he had used it on Vader to attack Han, then On the Lamb would have gotten him.
Your end round effects.
Well, first points.
So
Because
Force
it's
Stroke
points
kills
first.
off a Ranger. Oh, I think that's game.
But yeah, I'll shoot.
Oh
this
no, he
time
goes
too.
from 33 to 39. Han gets his end of round shot. And now if Vader can kill this Ranger, that's going to be game. So we're
So we're looking
seeing... Oop, sorry, guys.
4, 5.
5.
Come on, dice.
That's the last crowd card.
All out of block.
So 5 damage,
taking
but
4 damage.
Zillow Technique's going to save that Death Trooper.
End round effects for me. Vader will move 2.
Now we're going to see Vader go up and attack this
And attack.
Ranger. This has been perfectly
sense.
calculated. Shouldn't be too difficult to get 5 damage on a Ranger here
Here's 3 plus 2.
with a
Cool
Surge
set.
token.
Well played.
And that's game. Kyle takes it.
Game indeed. Yeah, just
Killing
slight
just
on break, but
backline
still
figures
gone.
and 1 Ranger, and then a bunch
So-
of objective tokens off of a turn 1
That's a really good
Thrawn kill. Wow.
Yeah. My big mistake was putting Thrawn out there just for slaughter.
game. Yeah, a little bit of a first blood there.
Little blood in the water for the
Exactly.
piranhas.
Precisely. It's just delicious. Delicious. Yeah, I'm trying to think what I could have done better. Those last couple of activation positionings were really, really important. Missing the fact that you could choke the smuggler to death was massive. I should have just moved to metal line of sight earlier.
Yeah.
Forgetting about new orders because I had a feeling you had new orders. I mean, I think back when you used to run, back when you used to write, I think you used to have new orders.
What was that?
Back when you used to play, I do believe you used to run new orders. And I was thinking about it almost all game, except that last activation.
You forgot. You forgot about. I don't know. Yeah. I guess it wouldn't matter for positioning.
Yeah, for sure. Because if you hadn't had new orders, then obviously Han would have shot Vader, and around if you had lightning Tarn, then that would have done damage to Vader. If Vader had attacked, I obviously have Lamb in hand. Maybe I'll Lamb, maybe I won't. Regardless of it, I'll get a return fire.
What are your last cards? I forget the intelligence leak and
Interleague,
On Lamb?
take, and Lamb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lamb, take, and Intel. So yeah.
I don't know if I want to keep Force Surge, but what would I keep in? What would I take? The new orders are so good since there's 5 leaders in this list.
Yeah, exactly.
That was an amazing game, guys.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
Welcome
Yeah.
back, Kyle.
What's that?
Welcome back. I heard. So you were taking a break.
Oh yeah, I took a long break.
Yeah.
But there's some tournaments coming up, so it's about time to get back into it.
Yeah, well played. You too, Isaac. That was fun to watch
Yeah,
the map
cheers.
played like that. I have not seen people use it like that.
Yeah,
It's my
cheers.
first time playing on this map, so
My
it's
first
fun
time
playing on
this-
new maps.
Your first
yeah,
time
exactly.
too,
It's the
Isaac?
first time for me playing on this mission. I played the other map,
Oh, okay.
but I think it's going to be a debacle on this mission. Yeah, because obviously, like you did, you can just pick up all of the fuel cells, hole up behind that line of sight wall, and
Yeah.
in the long run, you would win that way because I could only get 4 points a turn. But obviously, if I can check them into the shield generator, that's obviously more. Yeah, really, really well played.
Yeah, I like hanging out in the center of this map.
Exactly.
Those blocking lines.
Yeah, those stupid little lines. They make the game rather annoying.
We could just play on a square block, a 6x6. Would you say that'd be enough?
That's enough points for Ranger rerolls.
Exactly.
I
You
mean,
get
how
your
much-
rerolls.
Let's meet halfway and say 10 by 10. How's that sound?
That's close enough for me. I mean,
Brilliant.
as long as deployment's like it'd have to be like a 3x3 square. That sounds about right.
Awesome.
All right, Isaac. Thanks for the game.
Yeah, thank you too, mate. Welcome back. It's good to have you.
Oh, thank you. Good to be back.